Hello students, I am Muhammad Kamran Halil from the YouTube channel The Physics Gurus. So previously we were discussing the DC circuits with respect to the series combination. Now we will discuss it with respect to the parallel combination. So in parallel combination, the right hand side of all the components are attached with the negative terminal and the left hand sides are attached with the positive terminal, and it can be vice versa as well. So in this combination, the two properties related with this, that the voltage will remain same because all the components are attached. Previously I have explained you that the left hand side and the right hand side are attached with the negative, and the other one all are attached with the positive terminal. So voltage will remain same. The current will divide, the current will split because there are more than one path for the flow of the current. So when the current will reach at this point, then it will move towards the right hand side and some of the current will move down. So the current will divide, the current will split in this combination. So how can we find the resistance? In order to find the resistance, we will use the formula 1 over Re equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. So if there are three resistances given, we can use this formula. Then the calculation 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6, and then we will get the answer 11 by 12. But keep one thing in your mind. Normally student will write down this thing as an answer, Re equal to 11 by 12 ohm. This is wrong. What is the reason? Because there is 1 over Re, there is a reciprocal with respect to Re. So the correct answer that 1 over Re equal to 11 by 12, and then you will reverse that. So you will get 12 over 11 and then you will get the answer 1.1 ohm. Now if you want to calculate the value of the current, what you will do, you will apply the formula I equal to V over Re. This is the source current, this is the battery current, this is the power supply current. So for that Re is required to calculate, which we have calculated in the above part. So we will get the answer 9.1 ampere. Now we want to calculate the value of the I1, I2 and I3. For I1, the voltage will remain same, that is the 10 volt, I2, V2 and V3 will remain same. So for I1 we have calculated the answer 5 ampere, 2.5 ampere and 1.66 ampere. You will add up them and then you will get the answer which is approximately equal to 9.1 ampere. So this is the check whether your answer is correct or not. Now if in the question the two resistances are given, then we can use a very short formula because there are chances of mistakes which I have mentioned earlier. So if the two resistances are given, then you can apply the formula Re equal to R1 into R2 over R1 plus R2. So multiply the both of the value of the resistance and divide it by the sum of those resistance. Then we will get the answer 13.33 ohm. This answer is in 4SF, which is not required. So the answer will be 13.3 ohm. And then another question that R1 and R2 and R3, if the resistances are same, whatever the values are given, and the three resistance or the four resistances are given, then what you will do? Simple divide the value by the number of the resistance and you will get the answer which is equal to 20 ohm. Now guys, the last step that in question number 4, the 5 volt is given, current I1 is required, the R2 is required and total current which is going back to the cell is required. So what we will do, first we will calculate the value of the I1. The voltage will remain same, so formula I1 equal to V over R1, so 5 over 50 gives you 0.1 ampere. Now in this question you can observe that in the second resistance the current is doubled, so it means that resistance will be half because current and resistance are inversely proportional to each other. So R2 that is equal to 5 over 0.2 and then you will get 25 ohm. And if you want to find the total current, just add them, the value of the I1 and I2, sum up and it will give the answer equal to 0.3 ampere. The advantages of the parallel combination, the current will divide, so we can provide required current to the particular device, and then more than one path for the flow of the current. So another advantage that overall resistance of this combination will decrease, which will definitely increase the current from the source. And if one component will not work, the circuit will not shut down, it will keep on working. And then there is disadvantage that voltage will remain